Ben, throughout the years, I've often thought about what the future would hold and who I would be so lucky to find as a partner. I wasn't a girl who had fairy tale dreams of what my wedding would one day look like, but I did dream about finding my Prince Charming, my handsome guy at the end of the aisle who would sweep me off my feet.
Kel, since the day you first entered my life, you have been everything I've ever wanted and more. You are the most strong, beautiful, caring, selfless, intelligent, driven, and loving person I've ever met, as well as my best friend, my biggest supporter, and my closest confidant.
Every parent was seeing their kids grow up. They all have one big concern, or they have lots of concerns, but the one concern is, who are their kids' friends? Are they good kids? Are they, brought up well? Do they have manners? And just who are the friends? So thinking about Kelly and Ben and the friends that they have. Kelly from Conestoga, from Bucknell, Ben from Kansas, from Drury, and then Hoboken. You guys have the best friends a couple could ever have. And it's a tribute to you as much as having the great friends. So it's just amazing. And we've all been lucky enough to get to know your friends and many of the friends' parents, and we're just so lucky. It's such a great crew.
You are the best thing to ever happen to me, and with you, everything is right in the world. I have to keep pinching myself knowing how lucky I am to be your wife. Thank you for choosing me and loving me.
Thank you for your strength in tough situations, for your never-ending compassion when I need it, and for showing me your love in ways I never knew imaginable every day.
I thank my lucky stars for everything that aligned for us to find each other in New York, for what we've already created, and for all that's to come.
You are my perfect complement, and I am so overjoyed to begin building our family with you. I love you, Kelly, and I'm beyond excited that today is the day I finally get to marry you.
Ben Maguire is the real deal. He is genuine, he is caring, and he is generous. And in Kelly, he's found someone who is just as genuine, and just as generous, and just as caring. When her friends talk about her, you feel the same level of love and respect that I and all of the groomsmen feel for Ben. So it makes perfect sense to me that the two of them found each other. They care so much about their friends and family and everyone around them. And you can really see how much they care about each other, how far they go to make each other happy, down to the smallest detail.
Kelly, I give you this ring
Kelly, I give you this ring
as a sign of our covenant
as a sign of our covenant
and a symbol of our unending love.
and a symbol of our unending love.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and the Son,
and the Son,
and the Holy Spirit.
and the Holy Spirit.
Ben, I give you this ring
As a sign of our covenant
as a sign of our covenant
and a symbol of our unending love.
and a symbol of our unending love.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and the Son,
and the Son,
and the Holy Spirit.
and the Holy Spirit.
The day was amazing. It was, I think, everything they wanted and more. It was fun, it was beautiful, it was touching, it was a blast, and many people said it was the best wedding they've ever attended, and I think that reflected all the planning that Kelly and Ben put into it, and just showing the love they have for each other.
So over the years, Kelly has grown to be the most thoughtful sister, the most devoted daughter, the most loyal friend, and the woman that you can always count on to bring a room to tears with infectious laughter. She's one of the women that I admire most in this world, and someone that I have never stopped learning from. I am so proud of Kelly and everything she's accomplished, how she balances life, yet manages to do everything, and all with such grace.
Kelly was fairly quiet when she was maybe the first year or two of her life, and just kind of observing. And I look back on that now, and I think maybe that's the way Kelly is. She's very intuitive in terms of other people's feelings, what's going on. She takes it in, she processes it. What you get is somebody who's very thoughtful and kind and understanding of the people and what is going on around her. And I think that was very reflective in the wedding. It wasn't just about Kelly and Ben. They really thought about other people. They thought about their bridal party. They thought about their parents. They thought about their guests. And I think that all really came through.
I met Kelly in college, and she's been one of the sweetest people who's been so thoughtful of all her friends, and she's the first person to reach out or, lend a hand if you need one and make sure that you're doing all right.
I have known Ben Maguire since elementary school. It's a rare thing to have a friendship that goes back that far. It's something that you can really only get in your hometown. We started as two Kansas kids, and 20 years later, I get to stand up here before you and tell what kind of a man Ben is. In all that time, I think the two happiest moments I've ever seen Ben were the day that the Royals won the World Series and the day that he proposed to Kelly.
Those are warm. Those are yeah.
Oh my God!
No one looked at the schedule. Everyone can figure out what.
I think I'll wear it now. This is the first step.
I was just saying, I don't have a watch.
Yeah.
Now we have to.
Awesome.
Wow.
It's no wonder that Kelly met someone in such a catch like Ben. Besides the obvious qualities like being handsome and tall enough that she can wear any heels at 5'11", Ben is the man that every parent hopes that his daughter marries, and every sibling hopes to call a brother-in-law. Simply put, Ben sets the bar for all other men.
First of all, he was tall enough for her at 6'8", certainly looking very quickly beyond that. Ben just has a great sense of humor. He's just a wonderful, fun person to be around, very caring person. He's very smart. I think she just found somebody that was, sort of her match in life in many ways. I think he sees somebody who is just going to be a great partner for him going through life. They have a lot of the same interests. They share the same sense of humor. They seem to share the same goals. And I think he sees a beautiful girl inside and out.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here, for coming, for being the best men, the groomsmen, best friends, lifelong friends, and for being here today. I love each and every one of you, and I'm beyond thankful that you're here with me, spending the time and supporting me. Here, here. Cheers. 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 A little bit of Boulevard beer.
Are you ready to do? Oh!
There's not a relationship that's talked about that much, but dads and daughters, right? So it's just awesome. And the highlight of a father and a daughter's relationship is when the father puts the daughter's hand into the hand of the man she's chosen to marry. And so today is that day for Kelly and me. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Look great in your bow tie.
Oh, Kelly, you look beautiful. Oh,
Thank you.
Goodness
Thank
gracious.
you. Look at you. All
Yeah,
sharp?
yeah. Oh, Kelly, how's the day going?
Good.
Is it all right? Everything
Perfect.
Good. I remember that phone call 3 or 4 years ago, and it was a typical phone call. She called. It was the Inquisition. I did my inquiring, and then she answered a few things. And if there was something important, she'd always say in the last minute of the conversation, knowing she could get off fast, she said, "Oh, by the way, I sort of found a guy that I like, and I'm dating him, and he couldn't be a nicer guy." And she was soft pedaling a little bit.
You're going to make me get upset. Dad, I can't believe the big day is here. You have been an unbelievable planner throughout the engagement. Thank you for all the love, support, and celebration that you got us to today. My gifts steal a lot of the words I wouldn't have said here, so I'll keep this short and sweet. I couldn't be luckier to have you as a dad. You've given me everything I could have wanted, including the wedding of my dreams. Thank you. Love you always, KB. So nice.
When she said that, it was really impactful to me that I knew that something was going on, and the guardrails, Mom and I, the guardrails were up, but the more that time went on, the guardrails came down, and each and every day our love for you, Ben, just grew, and it's just fantastic.
What could this be? It looks like a handkerchief.
Little hanky with a note.
Little hanky. I'm going to need this tonight. Dad, thank you for walking by my side today, and always, you are the first man I ever loved. As you give me away, remember that I will always be your little girl. Love, Kelly. Awesome.
Can you wipe my nose with it?
Wait a minute.
Kristen and Kelly have the best mom in the world. Sue, absolutely. I've met my match as far as planning events. She worked so hard, and the details were just awesome. So great job, and thank you for all that you do. And Mary Ellen, thank you for your patience, love, and supporting everybody. It's just wonderful.
Their first look was really fun to kind of sneak out and take a look at. Only a couple of the groomsmen had gotten up at first. We weren't sure if we were supposed to, but I had saw the whole bridal party watching, so I snuck over and decided to take a look while Kelly approached Ben, and just to see his face light up. It's always fun to watch that.
Look at your watch.
You look amazing. Beautiful.
Ready to get married?
Let's do it.
All right.
Woo!
I feel like we're married now. It's like our practice.
So about 2 months ago, I got to church on a Sunday morning and had a message from someone named Steve telling me that his daughter was getting married and they wanted to see if I would officiate it. And my first thought was, get out of here. I've never met them. They're getting married in 2 months. They don't live in the area, so we are not going to have any time to spend together. And you're just now looking for a pastor? Like, that seems like a step we should have thought about back at the beginning of all of this. So I put the message aside and thought I'll call him back later and tell him I'm busy or something that week. Steve doesn't know that yet, by the way. So. But then he showed up at worship that morning. And he told me how they had everything all set, but then something happened. They needed to find another pastor. And I felt bad for them. And so I said, okay, I've got sympathy for that. I'll talk to them. I'll see what we can do, but I can't promise anything. I'm not committing to anything, so we'll talk to them first. And he said, well, great. They'll actually be in town the next weekend, and you can talk to them then. So we did. And as we're sitting there talking, I'm thinking to myself, I really like these guys. And so now I can't say no, right? Like, I have to marry them now because we're here face to face and I like them. So I think that God has been using this whole process to prepare Kelly and Ben for this new life together. Because there will come a time in your marriage when you have everything planned out, and then the bottom drops out. Life throws you a curveball, and all your plans fall apart. What matters in a marriage is not your ability to avoid that. You can't. What matters in a marriage is how you respond when it does happen.
A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out and we can be completely and honestly who we are. When we can be loved for who we are and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person, we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we're two balloons and together our direction is up, chances are we found the right person. Our soulmate is the one who makes life come to life.
Just really every part of it was just so touching and beautiful, and just reflected. You could just see the way they looked at each other, whether it was during the ceremony or the dance or the first look. It just all just was reflective of their love.
I, Ben, take you, Kelly,
I, Ben, take you, Kelly,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
And I promise before God and these witnesses
And I promise before God and these witnesses
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
I, Kelly, take you, Ben,
I, Kelly, take you, Ben,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
And I promise before God and these witnesses
And I promise before God and these witnesses
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
For those of you in the room who've spent even just a moment with Kelly and Ben, it's clear that true love and deep respect is what prevails above all. Their relationship is one that I and most other people who I know look up to as an example of what honoring your partner really looks like. So Kelly, Ben, while your wedding day may come and go, as beautiful and magical as it's been, may your love be enduring and your happiness be endless. Cheers to Kelly and Ben.
You know, it's a wonderful thing to see the people you've known for your whole life grow up and find their path. It's not the path you might have expected, and it might require transferring college a couple of times. But the best part about having a few stops on your path is all of the people you bring together on days like this. Looking at the crowd these two have gathered, you are the proof of the high caliber of people that Ben and Kelly are. This room is full of stories of their kindness and their generosity. Today we gather to share our joy for them, to eat and drink, reminisce, take silly pictures, and pretend that Monday morning is very, very far away. So I would like you to join me in a toast to the bride and groom. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings, slow to make enemies, quick to make friends. But rich or poor, quick or slow, may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. It's to Ben and Kelly.
So Kelly and Ben, I hope that for every day, for the rest of your life, you are able to treat each other with the same kindness and love that you showed today, and that you have a wonderful life together.
I hope that Ben and Kelly, you enjoy all of the roller coaster rides that life will throw at you, that you continue to stand strong with each other when there are difficulties, and you continue to celebrate all of the little joys in life. I know that you guys will continue to make each other smile every day, and I'm excited to be a part of that for you guys. I'm excited for when you guys start your family and choose wherever you may move to next, and I will always be a part of that with you guys.
May every new day be another chance to grow as one in wisdom, trust, and love. May you always share more blessings than burdens, more laughter than tears, and more strength for what lies ahead than you will ever need. May your hearts not forget that love lasts when you put faith, friends, and family first. And many happy years from now, you will still be walking hand in hand through life's wonderful journey. So may your life together be an amazing one. A toast to Kelly and Ben, we love you.
That feels wrong, but like so right.
Yeah. But I feel like there needs to be a bagel on this.
I promise. What do we do now? We're gonna talk about things and make it look really comical.
Big sports guy over there.
Big points for Taylor.